Warning, this video contains rumors, speculation, strong opinions, and
welcome to the madness. The internet or StreamYard is mad at us, or Geoff Johns or something. I don't know what the hell. Smash the hell out of the like button so we know you're there, because we're trying this round 2, and if it doesn't work out, if we don't get some eyes on here, we might end it early. Kal-El is here. Round 2 of MME. Yeah, we don't give up when we're knocked down. We get up again. And then round 2 we'll go away.
Yeah, after round 2, it's like
we have jobs. We have okay, it's not working. But man, there's still only one eye. What the hell? Okay, you really got to help us out. Oh, now we got 7. All right, thank you. Master of Madness he's my co-host now. He's been upgraded. Upgrade to Master of Madness. He's a very reliable guy. He's doing his hard work. I appreciate it. Helps in the conversation. Our main topic is Geoff is out. Is that clickbait? A little bit, yeah. I hate. You know what? I do clickbait, and I also don't like it. But
but you also explain it though. It's not I mean, leave it out there for everyone to kind of mull over. It's like
listen. People have issues with my thumbnails. I don't like making the crazy thumbnails. I could do it though. I absolutely could do it. I'd rather just do a normal, boring thumbnail. But I'll be honest, not you normal viewers, yes, you will interact with the video. But to get eyes outside of your bubble,
you got to have something hot. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so let's get to the comment. Tobias Kavork Azito. Hello. Yo. All right, so with the changes to Fandome, does the situation with Ray Fisher and accusations have anything to do with it? Is it possible? I think if you're smart, even if you're unsure how you're going to handle it, distance is a good thing. Most of his panels, I think all of his panels, are put into September. The only one we're kind of unsure of is the Titans, because he started Titans for DC Universe, but I don't know if he was going to be on that panel to begin with. Now there's other factors involved for sure. There's a lot of content. Hopefully it's substantial content, and maybe they wanted to spread it out. It also helps having 2 weekend events to get that coverage the whole time from movie pundits.
More,
because listen, no one's talking about anyone else right now, or Marvel's coming out with probably something this week, a trailer. Constant updates. Yeah, they did a super secret project fall through. That's all the details aren't ironed out before they announce it. If you announce it, the fans expect it. Look what happened with the Snyder Cut. You can't just announce something. Hey, Helder.
What's up, guys?
You mean yes, please?
Trav, how's it going, brother?
Yeah, you mean you want John? Listen, I'm so conflicted. I respect his work. I respect what he's done for DC Comics. I like Stargirl a lot. He's really involved with that. He dedicated to his sister, which is, I love that. Yeah. Look at this here. The cast likes him. So I don't know, but does this mean, he never done anything bad ever? No, that doesn't mean that. But I mean, you look at that and it brings like a little joy to your heart. Like, something they're having.
I think there needs to be like a way of redemption. I mean, I understand you do your penance and you move on. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't understand. That's what sucks about the cancel culture. I mean, I understand hauling people, in front of the court of public opinion, just to, see what it's at. But at some point, the mob should kind of back off a little bit and say, okay, well, go about your life. But unfortunately, there are people that just can't seem to let go of that kind of shit. So,
yeah. We still don't have all the answers. We still don't know how they're going to handle it. I tend to believe that this is part of the reason that it's split. I think there's multiple reasons, I think that's part of. I give a shout out to Matthew at Lightcast when I was on his channel. He said, "Don't you think with this going on, that DC and especially Warner Media is considering a last minute change with Geoff Johns?" And I was like,
It kind of has that getting out in front of it feel to it.
Yeah,
you know,
a few weeks in this, you know, they might know something's coming.
Oh yeah.
In what I said on the previous stream, that we still don't know what the hell happened. We're doing everything right here. So what we said on the previous stream is all right, I lost my train of thought.
It's all good. It happens to me all the damn time.
Oh well, okay. Well, we'll get to. I'm sorry, I have a bad memory, and that's it gets all over the place. Plus, I got things going on here, so I was like, okay, all right. Let's get to. I'm trying to think of what I was talking about. All right, let's get to. Also, a Matt Jarbo video that I want to react to.
There we go.
Because I did not pre-watch this, and it says the media absolutely misled people about the Snyder Cut. All right,
I can agree with that. Just on,
and I like the title of the video. I didn't watch it yet. I want to see what he's talking about. Unfortunately, he's not in this video. He does his headset thing. All right. All right, I don't know if I'm going to play the whole video because he's not in it.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? How you guys doing? My name is Matt Jarbo.
Well, you're looking at a TV.
Theater. And so this is an audio-only video, but something I feel is worthwhile to discuss when we're talking about the Snyder Cut and Zack Snyder's Justice League and HBO Max.
That's an old TV.
I did that with my reviews on Lower Decks. I thought it was cool, though.
Old podcast of mine, a call-in show called Boulder Talk Radio over on my other YouTube channel. And a guy called in, and we had an exchange about the Snyder Cut. And I'm going to play for you guys.
Oh, good. He's going to play it. Okay.
This whole exchange, because I want you to pay attention to his surprise when I explain to him what's happening.
Right. The general public doesn't get.
He doesn't know.
Hey, Obi-Wan.
As much as he thinks he does, because he wants to debate me on the subject. So pay attention to this.
All right. Awesome.
Well, wait, I got to address. I got to address Obi-Wan. We're a little light on the panel, thanks to you, Obi-Wan, last night. No, I'm just kidding. Listen, I know what you're doing, Obi-Wan. You're just like, you got to be consistent with your critiques. I know what you're doing. I don't blame you for asking me last night. But yeah, it's hard to address things all the time. People use words I don't like. That doesn't mean I'm not going to collab with them. That doesn't mean I think they're horrible people either. About the what happened on last night's show. I just didn't feel like dealing with it at that moment. And you called me on it. You saw me hit my head. I'm like, oh God, I don't want to deal with this right now. That was what that was. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, Brian.
I do. I mean, if I were to say anything, I don't think it wasn't directed at a single person.
Right.
He was just saying that the situation was that.
Right.
So, but it was a little bit different context, but I understand where he's coming from.
I disagree with him still, like using it that way. And I think it's something we all have to move forward. And I do think words could be hurtful. I think for the community, using that as a derogatory statement, saying something's whack or something, is the wrong thing, and it's in the very similar vein to using the N-word for African Americans or Black people for the gay community. It is. I just think people, and I actually think people don't realize they're just so used to it in the past. Honestly, I haven't heard that in my personal circle besides the internet. I don't really hear people talk that way nowadays, but I think people still use it. No, but I'm not condemning
colloquialism, but it's not widely used as it once was.
But it's part of like habits.
What's up, Enosh?
Yeah, Enosh is here. Yo. Yeah, Enosh, I want to talk to you behind the scenes about my Snyder Con that I'm working with Nicotina and hopefully the 4 nerds. Listen, you want to get a hold on, let me show you an update. Let me show you guys an update how serious I am.
Oh, did it come in?
What?
Did it come in?
Not what you think, but
okay.
Here.
I got excited there. Oh, heck yeah.
One's for me, and I got 4 of them.
Very nice.
Look at that.
Wow.
Sealed. These ones are sealed. They're supposed to be region free, so hopefully that's the truth. Because the steelbook looked better in a different country, different region, but it's supposed to be supposed to be region free. Okay. Yeah. And let me get back to the chat here before we. Hey, dudes and dudettes. Hey, Obi. Yeah, Obi-Wan's a producer. Where's Phobic? Where's my other producer? They don't let me pass when I'm slacking on the street. You notice that?
Oh, this is true.
Phobic that's why, on other shows you got to pay Patreon to be a producer and say, no, I honestly mean it. If the stream is starting to get, Phobic says Z, oh, I'm getting sleepy here. Or Obi-Wan says, that's not consistent with what you've been saying. Why are you going to go up for this person? Let this person have a pass. I'm like, damn you, Obi-Wan. It got in my freaking head last night. And that made the stream a little hot, but it was worth it. And hopefully I'll stream with all of them again. But if you notice, the panel's a little light tonight. I'm not suggesting anything. People are busy. I'm just saying, yes, people just want to have a good time and don't want to have the hard conversations every time. That's what's happening. Neil Hammond, hey Max, my day is going great. It's going great. I am still excited about Fandome. Most of the stuff I want happening is still happening on day one. Obi-Wan is smiling. Yeah,
it's going to be a good time. I'm telling you, Saturday is going to be legendary, man.
Yeah, Enosh.
Hopefully, I get off of work early.
Hey, Enosh, I could send you a link. I don't know if you're going to stream tonight afterwards. We could send people over because we're doing like a quick hour, and we already had some problems. Let me give you a link. I thought I did, but let me. Listen, I got plans for us, Enosh. We got to get together. We got to get together for real.
I'm just going to say CBS All Access, since they kind of merged with Paramount, has been putting out some great content. Comedy Central. I'm watching Reno 911 right now.
Oh, wow.
I love that show.
Yeah, that's a funny show. They didn't try to cancel that one yet because it's comedy, I guess.
No, I guess they brought it back. It's on Quibi.
Oh, it's on Quibi?
Yeah.
All right. Trav says, OMG, how do I get a Steelbook of Watchmen? Can I have a green card? I'm figuring out the details. I know I'm going to give them away. I don't know if it's going to be on my channel or another channel that I build with other YouTubers together for the convention. So, all right, let's get back to Jarbo's video. And I totally spaced on what my point was early, and it's pissing me off. If you really want to see me get mad, it's because my memory's so horrible. I forget where I'm going. I had a good point, and I totally lost it. So let's listen to Boulder Radio, see if he has a point.
What's on your mind?
I had a question. What's your opinion on the Snyder Cut being released?
I'm all for it. I've been
new to Boulder Radio.
Interested in the Snyder Cut since I first heard about the movement to get it out there. I remember back in March of 2016 when the movie came out. And it disappointed. It disappointed me. It disappointed a lot of people. And then there was a massive restructuring within Warner Brothers. Like, they completely fucked over Zack Snyder.
Right.
So, and then, of course, a couple months later, they released the Ultimate Edition, which I love.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh, man, cool. Like, I'm really hoping, Justice League gets this kind of treatment. And we get something better. And then, of course, there's a tragedy of his daughter and him stepping down. Or some have speculated him being forced out. To be fair, I don't know. I don't know really on that one. I think it's probably
they took advantage of the situation.
Yeah,
right.
Sort
a little everything.
But they just wanted to make it amicable. And Zach has always been a team player when it comes to the studio. So I'm pretty sure they promised him something. Maybe that Army of the Dead movie that Netflix picked up, or maybe coming back into the fold later on. I don't know. But clearly there was enough of a fan movement to push this thing forward.
Gutenberg.
And I have to actually give Zach a lot of credit on this one, because he kept fanning the flames. He's over there on Vero that not a lot of other people use. So big fish, small pond sort of thing.
Yeah.
And it's a very dedicated fan base on Vero of people who just want to know more about the Snyder Cut, about what was cut out of it, what's missing.
Zach.
And then
you
just
kept
putting I wouldn't, if someone hijacked my art, you think we would sit still and say, oh, okay, it doesn't exist?
No.
It's not like they stopped at the beginning. They stopped and ripped the heart out of the movie at the end.
Yeah.
Ripped the heart out while he's getting his heart ripped out from personal tragedy.
Yeah, it was horrible.
And he stayed calm. I would have flipped the F out. I would have been, wake the F up. I would have been losing it.
Oh yeah. Well, his whole thing, I'd rather burn it all to the ground than have any of that footage in there. I was like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Throwing it.
Yeah.
Out information, screenshot here, storyboard there, and really kind of egging it on. And fans just kept naturally coming to it and getting interested in it. And I mean, I've never seen anything like this in regards to fan movements, and it's really cool. It was
really unique, cool. Honestly. There
Listen,
wasn't as much vitriol
shit. Do you
involved.
have any on the Kino, Joe?
No, there's not. Of course, people on the internet are people on the internet.
I've been involved with Star Trek fandoms and Star Wars fandoms and Menace fandoms. I'm telling you, it's like this was a whole different level
Right.
in comparison to the two.
Right, and I do think that this actually reaches outside the internet bubble, and people on the general public that are fans of the movie universe are actually excited about the Snyder
How many
Cut.
people saw the original Superman? A lot of damn people. That was sometimes for some people that was like their first movie. I mean, one of the first I remember watching.
Some people embrace their fandom in a different way. Some people will only tune in to DC fandom and they won't watch this constant speculation like our channel.
Oh yeah, or they only just watch the movies.
Or the events, and that's it. That'll tide them over, and they are gonna watch it on HBO Max. So I think it's a big thing. Listen, it has to go outside the bubble to get it trending. It was trending on Twitter again today. Maybe it was trending because it was the changes, though. I don't know. Maybe that's the reason.
Potential. I think they're, like I said, it's a little bit of everything, but honestly, I think it's giving people more of a good thing, and you know what I mean.
All right.
Well, it's not going to be
Matt laughing at me. No.
But I can see why you might think that. Well,
I like Batman versus Superman, and I like the 300, but I just think you can't fix that movie.
Yeah, but this is the thing. What
he's
listening?
Listen,
it's a whole new movie.
This is proof. This is proof that people. I hated to admit it. As many years that I've been on YouTube, a lot of YouTube viewers are so social media influencers. It's real. The general YouTube public gets influenced by people. That's why bad information is so toxic and stupid.
Yeah. It's all over the damn place.
And it spreads. Like this guy, he seems like a nice guy. He just doesn't know. I mean, he's listening to the wrong influencers. Or don't get. Listen, I don't think I am necessarily an influencer. I'm a YouTuber. I don't try to influence people's opinion. I actually have my audience try to influence my opinion and push back against my opinions. I'm like, okay, if you think I'm wrong, like Obi-Wan the other day, I'm like, okay, yeah, push me to my limits.
Too much gatekeeping, you know what I mean? It's
right.
That gets irritating.
So social media influencer, I think, is a dirty word now. Still, you shouldn't try to. You should have conversations, I believe, and not try to influence the masses with your bias, skew, and spin.
Yeah,
every side of the internet, and don't. Some people got mad when I called them liars. You call the other side liars. What's the difference? It's spin. It's bias. It's unnatural. It's not a natural story. It's manipulated. It's manipulated.
It's all artificial. I mean, everything it's fake. It's got that glossy veneer.
Oh, nice hat, Enosh.
Yes.
Nice hat. Are you going to stream after this or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I had to set it, so I set it for like 12:20 or whatever.
Yeah. So we'll just go until you're ready.
All right.
Cool. And did you see my my steel books I got for the giveaway?
I did. That's sweet, man.
I think I gotta have Master Madness in on this too. You and Enosh, I'm gonna send me your email on DM so I can add everyone to the channel of the Snyder Convention. So you're all equal. You're all equal owners of the channel.
Nice.
Like if anything comes of it, we're all equal owners. I know how to do that. And I want to have. Just all right. Let me remove this just so I give a little bit of a glimpse what I'm planning. I mean, I have to iron out all the details. So the day before,
how you doing, bud?
I'm doing good, man.
The day before the Snyder Cut releases, I want to have a day-long event, have a stream on the Central Channel, and have like a portion of the super chats go towards the suicide prevention, almost like a telethon.
Sure.
And then towards the end, have a watch party for Batman v Superman. At least that. I don't know if we want to do Man of Steel before, right up to it. Have giveaways, art contests for some Steelbook giveaways. I'm putting a lot of money into prizes.
That sounds like fun, man. That sounds like fun. I was thinking along those same lines. So that's cool.
And I'm working on I'm working on a trailer now to celebrate, not because I love my favorite Snyder stuff is the DC stuff, but I love all his work. Yeah. So it's like a celebration of all his work. I'm going to try to do a documentary, but I'm not very good at this stuff. I'm trying to branch out, try new things.
Hey man, that's cool.
So I definitely want you guys involved in, I should bring a lot to the table. So I really want it to be something special. I'm going all in on this.
Sure, man. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Good times.
And Brian knows I've been going a little crazy buying stuff with, this is a giveaway. I got 300 Steelbooks coming. The 4K ones, the new ones. Oh man. And it's more just like a celebration I just can't believe we actually not only get the Snyder Cut, but on physical media. That's a possibility because that's the ultimate prize that I want. I don't know if that's going to happen right away, but we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what Matt Jarbo says about the media absolutely misled people about the Snyder Cut.
Yeah.
Is it? I thought they're using half of it and just adding on another half.
No, man. You got to go back and look. This is the thing. People, when they think that it's going to be shit, they've seen the 2017 movie and they think this is all he's doing is just adding more to that because of the Ultimate Edition of BVS. No, here's what happened: is they shot for 6 months, right?
So
they shot
the
for
Avengers guy added on more, right?
Yeah. So what happened is during
the Avengers guy
process. Snyder had compromised his original take was with the footage and cut it down to a 214-minute cut. So we're talking, I mean, that's fucking long, right? And that was like his first cut of the film. And that was with compromises. And then Warner's decided that they wanted to move him out. And they brought in Joss Whedon to do the rewrites for the reshoots. And so when Joss Whedon came on to take over the
I just
project,
want to hear this guy's response.
They went out and they shot 80
to all this info.
It's interesting.
Of movie. Wow. And they basically refilmed like most of the interpersonal scenes in that movie. And there was the complete, Steppenwolf's design from BVS was not the design that was in Justice League.
Okay, good. Awful.
And that was awful. And then
I just want to know where this guy was this whole time.
Snyder dropped the image of Steppenwolf.
Watching certain blocks and corners.
So then it's very much in line,
probably
with what we saw in BVS, like a spiky fucker is what everyone's calling him. So there's like so much more you're learning. Like you get more. Well, he's cutting this movie.
This is why
into basically episodes is what as far as my understanding.
I don't know if we're gonna finish the whole thing, but that's enough to see where it's going. Thanks, Matt Jarbo.
Well, have you heard it at all? The end when when Jarbo gets done with his speech.
No,
there, telling the guy what it is, because I've watched the video. Basically, the guy just comes back with like, "Oh, well, that's good. I didn't realize all that. Well, what about this other thing?" And like, because he was like, that was Matt's like whole point was that the guy came on ready to challenge him, ready to put him in his place over the Snyder Cut and tell him how stupid and wrong it was. And then in the end, the guy's like, well, let's talk about this other thing, because he totally lost everything that he had to stand on. Because apparently that guy didn't know, like, who the heck has been around for this long and doesn't know what happened. The story behind it. I'm like,
lots of people don't know. But
if you form that strong of an opinion about the Snyder Cut, don't you think that you would like know something?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
this is why we need a documentary.
Well, I guess I'm seeing that a lot more, is that a lot of just dumb people are against stuff without actually like taking a minute and actually doing some, I hate the word research because it just means so many stupid things, but you know what I mean? Like take a minute, watch a video. Like there's plenty of content on the internet right now where you could literally just take a couple of minutes and basically get the story to come on and like ready to be ready to challenge somebody like Matt Jarbo. And you don't even know that the film is going to be a different film.
Yeah.
He's nice about it. He didn't double down or anything. He's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but I mean, like, how do you not like? That's what I'm saying. Just like, how do you come in like that hot, charged, ready to?
This is why we have work to do.
We
have a lot of Ultimate Enash. We have a lot of work to do.
Enash.
I see you're continuing your 2 cents on nonsense. Great show.
Yeah, man.
That's why these shows are important.
Tomorrow night we will be live at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time with yet another one. This is going to be like the last Doomcock one for a while though, because like not necessarily that I'm planning on it. If Doomcock comes up with something that I got to talk, that I feel is it's not because I just don't want it. It's just because all of Doomcock's videos right now are the same. And so I feel like I'm making the same comments on it because it's just like stupid stuff that is ridiculous.
That's also what's so disappointing about the viewers. If you bring relevant content, actual conversations, and don't just repeat the same talking points, basically they see. And I know how. Listen, I'm not an idiot about YouTube. I know how the algorithm works.
Yeah.
If I do the same video, the same talking points, some of you viewers that like intelligent conversations are going to get annoyed. But it'll reach more people, and
you will be rewarded. You will be rewarded.
You do the exact same because you get a if you go into your YouTube analytics, it says like or channel audit. This is what's working. Okay, that works. I'm going to do the exact same thing over and over and over, and then you spam the search with the same actual video, and it makes you a top creator of that.
But I think we got to do a couple Mike Zero videos, and like if anybody else has any ideas for for people, there's a couple people that I'm done and kind of over, and so I haven't gone after that anymore, but just because it's not worth it. But but that being said, I'm the type of person, like if I see something really stupid, I'll say something about it. So but yeah, if anybody's got any other ideas for other videos, 2 cents on nonsense, I'd love to hear them. But yeah, tomorrow night we're doing Doomcock again because he came out with another ridiculous video this week, and then I think we're gonna go Mike Zero for the next one. But I love doing those. I think it's fun because it's like when you actually break a video down like that of these guys who are just like throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks. Like you're just like, you go point by point and you're like, wait a second, you just said this at the beginning of all these people are just like, ooh, yes, that's what it means. Oh, I love it. Oh yes, feed it to me, Doomcock. And you're like, wait a second, did you not hear what he said at the beginning of his own video? Like you totally skipped by that, and then like totally contradicts.
Well, I noticed his YouTube friends don't even know what he's talking about anymore.
No,
they don't watch his crap. They're
like,
oh my gosh. They're like, he said that.
Oh my gosh! So that's the funniest thing. That's the funniest thing, man. Is because apparently I've gotten the ire of some Fandom Menace people, and I understand that we have. I know that we have some Fandom Menace people in our circle of streamer friends and stuff. And look, I'm friends with everybody. I don't care what you think of Star Wars or anything else. I'll still be friends with you.
I'll admit something here, Enash. I failed. Like it's not worth it. They'll always win out because I mean, it's fun to have some fun and poke at them a little bit now. But to go as hard as I have in the past, it's not worth it.
Well, like I share my love for Star Wars, and it actually when I share my love for Star Wars, it actually I've noticed that it actually like calms people down a lot because they see I'm not trying to fight people over the Last Jedi or the sequel trilogy or any of that stuff. I'm not trying to fight people over that. I know what I love, and I just love Star Wars. And so if somebody else loves Star Wars at all, I just remind people, just remember what it was about Star Wars that made you love it. That's why I get ticked off when I hear Doomcock spouting stuff like "stay angry," whatever. Like, why?
No, I don't want people
for a movie that came out 9 months ago. Like, why would you be angry about that when you got Mandalorian season 2 coming out and you say you love it?
It makes you unhappy to be like my wife was getting annoyed with me when I went hardcore. She's like, "You're not fun to be around anymore." I mean, no, with the Last Jedi content. Yeah. She's like, "I'm sick of it."
But see, you brought up the fact that like Doomcock's own people are like, because like Jeremy has like put out a video. Yeah,
well, he's like, "Don't blame him, blame the Lucasfilm." That was his spin. Remember?
But he did put out a video basically saying, "Look, George Lucas is not coming back." Right. Even he said that. And then Anna, that Star Who was just
Oh,
grating
I was
on
gonna.
my last nerve. But
I gotta.
Nails on a chalkboard.
I gotta show you this because I started the tweet and then I stopped myself. I'm like,
uh-oh.
but I'll show you because she's like complaining about they just can't announce.
Well, I mean, of course she's talking, right? I mean,
yes, that's all she does.
that's
All
pretty
right,
much
but
it.
this is pretty funny. I was gonna say, isn't your channel name female centric? You're not selling yourself on being a Star Wars YouTuber. It's a girl. So he's.
It all has to stand.
This is not a characteristic or selling point, but that's what you do for your channel name. Am I right? She's complaining because Olivia Wilde she's going to probably be Spider-Woman for Sony, and she's also directing.
Really?
Yeah, so that's the rumor. It's not confirmed yet.
Okay.
So she is that Star Wars person. No, not person. Girl. Female-centric YouTube channel name.
Yeah.
Is selling herself on being a girl. Is upset that they're saying it's female-centric.
To see that all that junk is like so backwards thinking. Like they sit there and like literally like insert they say that they hate identity politics, but they're literally infusing identity politics into every single thing that is ever said. Stuff that is not even. Look, I'm the first one to call out crap like that, right? Like,
yeah, but they're seeing it where it doesn't exist.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm the first one to call out crap like that. Somebody's tried to come at me like before because I said I liked something or whatever, and they're just like, "Oh, that's because you're a SJW loving, blah blah blah." And I'm like, you obviously don't know me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that is not me at all. So you coming at me with that just makes me like absolutely just chuckle and laugh. But beyond that, like they start inserting that crap into everything. If it says girl or female, like you said, it's like, oh yeah, it's SJW. So
your channel name's SJW. Then that's what I'm saying.
But what I'm saying is, like, even she put out a video saying no. Like, they didn't call Doomcock by name. Well, I think Jeremy might have said Doomcock's name, but he was like trying to be respectful about, like, she didn't, I don't believe. But like, they're just like, look, no, he's not coming back. He's not coming back. Well, then I thought it was funny because of my last Doomcock video, my last 2 cents on nonsense. Somebody like left a comment and they're just like, oh yeah, all these channels now all these 2-bit channels or whatever coming out now against Doomcock saying his stuff is, not true or not going to happen and stuff. And somebody else who is somebody who's posted like a lot of Fandom Menace, supporting stuff, even come against me, posted underneath it because I said, no, nobody did all that here. But anyways, but then somebody that guy posted under me and just said, so Jeremy and that Star Wars girl now are SJW loving or whatever, or like, anti-Fandom Menace or whatever. Like, since when is that? Because they can't get their own stories straight.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, they disagree, but they don't want to disagree.
Right, I get it.
You
but said something you wanted to share in the background.
Yeah, man. So I shared this because you were talking about wanting to do this Snyder thing, and this is something that kind of got put on my heart after, because I just got back obviously this week from my vacation, but on the way home we stopped in Metropolis, Illinois. Okay. And that is the home of Superman. You literally drive in, and if you've never been there, literally on their sign, what's up? Zebrafen is everywhere. But literally on their sign driving in, it says, welcome to Metropolis, home of Superman. And you go downtown, there's a giant 15-foot statue of Superman. They got the Superman Museum there, which is huge. They've got a really cool Noel Neal statue in there with the Daily Planet globe. And then they got a giant rock painted green, but it's a giant, piece of kryptonite. It's pretty, and they got a story behind it. Like Clark Kent writes this like editorial about it and stuff, talks about how it's like this chunk of kryptonite that was found that apparently doesn't affect Superman. So they put it out there. And so it's just cool, but they've got this. So there's 2 things. One is that I'm going to support this because
Prime is here. It's Prime.
Oh, what's up, Prime? So, so the statue itself needs repair. The statue has been up for quite a few years now, and it's a metal statue that's painted. So there's pieces of paint that have come off. I took pictures of it behind the cape and everything where there's like a large chunk off. And so they want to refurbish that. So they've got, that's not what this picture is, but they've got this really cool thing around. They got like a fence around it. You can go inside the fence, but they got this little fencing around it. And then they've got, it's in a giant S. So it's like a big, like, concrete S that it's sitting on, and so if you look at it from above, it's awesome because you can see the Superman S, but all around there's these bricks, that go around, and you can actually purchase bricks, and that's the city's way of trying to raise money to refurbish the statue. And so I'm gonna try to help support that at some point.
Oh,
but
that's cool.
yeah, so I want to do something like that. But then I saw this, and this is just outside of the this is the sidewalk just outside of the Superman Museum. And what it is people have done things. There's all kinds of people who did this. I actually took this snapshot from a video because I'm putting, that's why you can kind of see along the side there. It's got like, you know, a timeline thing, because I'm putting my video together to show people our experience having been there.
Oh, cool.
And yeah, and so like I took video of all that, but this part, I was showing this to Nicotina the other night, and that's why I took the snapshot, is because they've got these bricks, and you can buy these bricks, and they start out pretty cheap. I mean, obviously the bigger ones, if you get it etched with something like that or whatever, you know, there's going to be different. But they've got like some celebrities who have bought some of these, like Lou Ferrigno's got a brick. If you watch WWE, Jerry Lawler's got a brick. Apparently, Jerry Lawler is a huge Superman fan, and he's an artist. I didn't know that, but they got some of his artwork inside the Superman Museum.
Yeah, I saw his documentary. It's Good to Be the King.
Yeah,
and, it's really, really interesting. His some of his Superman art is fantastic.
Yes, so I think that's awesome. And so he's got one. There's a few other celebrities that got one. But as I was reading it, I noticed, you know what, there is nothing on here like, and you see like up there it says like in loving memory of this person or whatever, and it's got some stuff. And so I thought that was really cool. And so like I started thinking about this, and I started seeing that like there was nothing really there that commemorated certain people. And we all know what happened with Zack Snyder's family and with his daughter and stuff. And not that I would want to call her out, you know what I mean? Because that's not for, I don't think, us to do, but maybe in dedication to Zack and his family, I thought it'd be cool if maybe I tried to do something to get people for my channel to maybe let's all give. I'm looking into it now to see what it's going to cost to do something nice, you know, and decent. Because I know that like the regular bricks start at just like $100, so it's not really that much.
Would you want to include that with the event that we could plan together, the same thing, or do you want to do it separate?
If we could make see, I don't know, because I don't really want to. I'm thinking I don't want to wait till like next year to do that. I think I'd like to just. Get it going, you know. So I was talking to Nicotina about it, because I just think it'd be a cool idea to be able to say, hey, you know, in respect for Zack Snyder and all he's done,
the Snyder family,
to the Snyder family for all that they've done for us, you know, DC fans and Superman fans.
Yeah.
So
that'd be so cool,
and put something out there for them. So
yeah, I would.
That's something I'm thinking about doing right now.
Yeah, tell Enosh to Ultimate Enosh to get on that. That sounds great. I love it.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing, Enosh.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Hey Prime, how's it going? I wanted to get your opinion too on this. Thanks for sharing that. We definitely want updates on that, Enoch.
Yeah. So as soon as I get my plan together, which I figure, you know, this week we're leading up to Fandome, and then, you know, then I'll start like thinking about like seriously being able to promote it and really get out there and see what we can do. So yeah, absolutely.
Well, Prime, I'm glad you're here, because I don't know, but I did a little bit of a clickbait. I did. Geoff is out. Is he out just for Saturday, or? I mean, because the only panel that I think that he could still be there for Saturday is Titans, but I don't think he was going to even be on that one. I'm not sure. So
his panel was in September. Now they moved it for Stargirl and
so he is out of the Saturday Fandome.
Right.
So I wasn't lying.
So tell me, guys, what happened. I had to work all day today, and I'll be honest with you, I just saw a stream earlier. Somebody was like, well, whose stream was it? I saw somebody. No, I was in somebody's stream earlier. I can't. Who was streaming?
This is the life of Enosh.
Yeah,
Ultimate Enosh. He's like, what stream was I on?
Well, I wasn't actually like on the stream. I was just I was listening to somebody while I was doing something else, and then somebody mentioned that something happened. There was a split.
Ryan wants a brick too.
Awesome. There was a split, and with the Fandome thing, like what happened?
So what actually happened is that because.
Oh, darn it. We were going to get
Geoff John strikes again.
You know what?
This is round 2. We got taken down earlier today.
Yeah. Oh, here he is. Prime the Godfather is back. Okay.
My bad.
We're,
I pressed the
all
wrong
ears.
button.
We're all ears, and then you're like dropped out.
No,
Hold
what
on,
actually happened?
Here's what we've been doing on every other stream here. Max would be like, "What? Phobic? Did you do that? Phobic?
Yeah.
Stop it! Stop. What? Where is it?
Well, I did the stream earlier, and I broke down everything on what they added, what they extracted, and then what they changed.
Okay.
So they broke it up into two because there was a lot of feedback from a lot of people, and they was tuning into a lot of people's podcasts because there was no way for them to put all that information, all that stuff that they was doing for Fandom in one day. It was absolutely impossible.
Do you mean that they're actually going to maybe give the panels more time?
They broke it up into 2 days. They split it up. So you're gonna have majority of it
actually
for
like
8
3
hours.
days now, because I saw in the September on Sunday they're announcing like contest winners, and they're doing a little bit, not like a lot on Sunday, but it's Saturday and Sunday in September.
Right.
But but Prime, I don't mean to interrupt you, but don't you think this is a factor how they're going to handle this, because that gives them a little more time? Do you think they're even going to address it at all? I know you said. Okay.
They're not going to address it because you have to remember that Geoff Johns is already under contract with his company by doing those shows. Okay. So with the transference of all the properties that was on DC Universe, because DC Universe is about to be obliterated.
Did you just fart?
No, I just.
I was like, what the heck was that? I was just like listening to you. I was listening to you. Just kind of zoned out.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. So I mean, because all the shows that's on DC Universe is moving over to HBO Max, and Stargirl is going over to the CW. Titans, we don't know exactly if it's going to CW or it's going to HBO Max, because y'all have to remember the tone of the actual show for Titans changed because of the second season. So we don't know, and there was a lot of people that was really how should I say, were divided with Titans, because it's night and day from the first season to the second season. It's like night and day.
I'm not because of the tone. I want to address Kavari here. I'm not going after him. I said earlier that I thought the end of Stargirl was a beautiful thing.
Dude, I'm
dedicated to his sister. This isn't attacking him. This is saying accountability. But Prime is under the assumption that we have nothing to worry about if you're a Geoff Johns fan. I honestly like your point of view, Prime, but I still kind of think there might be something there that they're like, okay, let's hold off on this. I think it factored into it, me personally, but that's just my speculation. I don't know for sure.
It's on the actual DC article, and if you actually go to the actual the Twitter, DC Twitter, then you will actually see that they had a lot of feedback from a lot of people saying that a lot of people really wanted to watch the other panels. But with the intertwining with all the other stuff, such as the Heroes Hall, you got the Watchverse and stuff like that, it all intertwined. So they broke it up. So the Funverse and the Innerverse is the one that's going to have everything. They put that majority of that is in September now. And
I
honestly didn't know how I was going to watch everything. I didn't.
Right. So a lot of stuff.
Stargirl. I like Stargirl.
Me too.
But the thing is, I like Stargirl. But the thing is like you can like some things that some people do, and not like the other things that they do. Look, even with the notorious Andy, like I came out even in my rebuttal to all that stuff, I even said in my whole speech, I said, look, go subscribe to his second channel. His second channel.
I didn't do that yet. I didn't take your
well, you don't have to. I'm just saying, like, I was trying to be nice at that point, but I was just saying, like, look, his second channel is actually like what he should be doing. His second channel is him like with his kids watching old movies like Back to the Future and stuff like that. That's the kind of content, that you can get behind. So like everything Geoff Johns does is not necessarily of the devil. You know what I mean? But
you want to promote it, Ryan, get your butt on here. If you want to promote it. No, I'm just kidding. Go check out his reviews, Stargirl.
Yeah, you can check out his reviews, or you can just watch it live with me. I'm here. You're not.
Shots fired.
As he pops up out of nowhere because I actually love Ryan's review. So.
Yeah, I'm going to use Kavari as an example here. I'm sorry, man, but you're asking for it.
See, this is
how the general public is influenced. Have any of us called Geoff Johns a snake? No.
Nope. All we said is accountability.
We're saying if he did something, he should be accountable. If he didn't, he should be. I will support him his name being cleared. I'm not condemning him for life. I'm not saying canceling him.
Nope.
Accountability is not canceling. That is what I want to drive home on my show.
There you go.
Accountability is not canceling. We've got so much to a point now where in especially on the internet that you mention someone's behavior. What are you doing? Trying to cancel me? No, we're trying to say, don't be an asshole. Yep. Be better.
Exactly.
And we all have things to look at ourselves too. So for sure, that doesn't mean we want people canceled. That just, if he did something that's not right, he should be. Oh wait, is Nick?
Zebra's coming after me. All
right.
No, you know what, guys, and that's the thing. It's like, look, here's, like with the whole Ray Fisher thing, we've all said, look, if Ray doesn't, if at the end of the day Ray doesn't have something, look, I'm going to be the first guy to come out and say, look,
I won't.
I will be so disappointed because the guy is
cancel him either. I'll just be
no, but I'll be the first guy. Like, I don't care if the guy, tweeted me out. I don't care, what. If the guy comes out and he doesn't have anything and this is all for naught, I will be the first one out to be able to say, look, you know what, this was wrong.
Has a family. This is impacting him.
You can't just go after people because you just didn't like something.
But it's not on your timeline. Who are you to say? Based on his lawyers and management.
Well, and that's the thing. It's
Prime, I don't think that plays into it when you can say things is when you're. I don't care with your lawyer or management.
I don't care if he's got an NDA or if he doesn't have an NDA. Look, what I see is somebody who is putting together their story. They're building it. They're trying to get the right people involved because you can say certain things, but you can't say everything. And they've got a lot of stuff coming up right now.
Look at Phobic. And you just were trying to.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, no, but you know what? But like, you got Kavari and everything, and those people, like, look, Kavari shows up all the time, and he's there. Well, but the thing is, you got to kill him. You got to kill him with kindness, man. Yeah. Like, I just tell Kavari, I've like Kavari on my show. Kavari's actually talked to me on my show.
You're welcome to be on my show, just not tonight.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like on my call-in show, I've let Kavari talk, and I've given, and I've actually defended Kavari against people, like when people have just told me, because people on my channel just told me, like, just ban Kavari because they're just like, you're done with all that kind of stuff. And I say, no, you know what? Like, look, unless he starts spamming me and stuff like that, like, that's the only way you're going to get banned from my channel is like if you start doing stuff like that. Yes. But he hasn't done that. And so, you know what? I'll give it to him all day long. You can have a different opinion than me. But at the end of the day,
I apologize. I was asking you a question. Don't you think that has something to do with it?
Sorry, man.
No, we love you, Enosh.
Sorry.
That's why Frey may be a little bit vague, is it has to go through a manager or his lawyer, because if he is pursuing legal action, is that a possibility in your opinion?
It's a possibility, but at this point, he's just stating basically what his feelings and his experience, and he knows that he has backup that's going to support him on what he's saying.
Yeah.
I believe Ray to the fullest. A lot of people just feel that it's what's the equivalent of it, I would say the analogy. Let's just say, okay, just like the hood. If you're a snitch, people don't like you because you're a snitch.
Yeah.
Basically, in the world of Hollywood, what he's saying is that what stays in house stays in house.
Yep.
Now, Ray, right now, he's a man of integrity. So he doesn't abide by those rules, and I'm the same way. I don't abide by those rules.
That's great that you said that, Prime, because Kavari actually used that exact words last week when I was coming home, and I made a quick video about Ray's last tweet and stuff, and Kavari used that exact same phrase and said that he was a snitch. And I said, you know what? Look, I grew up in the hood. I grew up on the east side of Flint, one of the worst places to grow up in the hood. Okay, like, look, so people who try to act like I don't have any culture or whatever, and they just see a white boy. Let me tell you something. I grew up in the heart of gangs and all kinds of stuff like that. And I once had a guy try to come down.
Phobic, that's actually something people might get behind.
Yeah.
Twitter.
But
that's a good one.
I once had a guy think that I snitched on him for doing something, and he came down and tried to beat me up about it. But here's the thing: this snitching thing, that's dumb. That's dumb. Like you don't just keep your mouth shut just because somebody doesn't want you to say something. If you got a real legit, story, if you got something to tell, you tell it. I don't care if you're in Hollywood. I don't care, whatever. And it's like I said in that video, if you're at work and you have a boss that won't allow you or tries to talk you out of taking something up the chain, like his last tweet said,
That's not how you handle things.
that's not how you do that stuff. And most places that's illegal. Like
Yeah,
you can't do that. You can't stop somebody from trying to just take stuff up. So like the whole snitches get stitches. I get that, but you know what? There's stuff above that, and I see a man standing up for what he feels is right.
And you're right about that. Now, my thing is that people have to realize is like people that are out there. Oh, let's just go with Hollywood. There are people they just go about that code where stuff should be in house.
Yeah.
Okay. But basically, if people look at what he stated in his tweet was that he tried to go in house.
Exactly.
In house didn't do anything.
Exactly.
So, and you have to look at it from his standpoint is that people are not understanding is that the ramifications of what actually happened with Zach when he left. And this whole scenario with this whole scenario with Geoff Johns and what he did. Now, I'm not saying Geoff Johns is a bad dude. The way that Geoff Johns went about the whole situation and the way that he conducted it and the way he did it. Okay, if he was being an asshole and being unprofessional, okay, that's on him. But at the same time, they're going by that experience of what that man did because he was basically being selfish on his end.
Here's the proof. Oh my goodness.
So we have the proof, a lot of proof that's already out there pertaining to Mr. Johns with this. So it's just that who
will work with him? You know who will work with him, Kavari? People of integrity.
This isn't like mob boss. This isn't a mob boss or mob role. This is supposed to be a business.
You know what, Kavari? I have to disagree with him because it will be people that will work with him because you got to remember, you have directors that make the work environment a very, very good work environment. Yep. That's why I say some directors, whatever. For instance,
I know a director who's willing to work with him.
Right.
A guy named Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
Zack Snyder with him.
Just think about it. I want you to actually look at this from this full perspective. You have directors that can be very disrespectful, but they can be hard workers. Mm-hmm. If you are in a working environment and if you have your captain and he's in a working environment, for instance, like everybody say Zack Snyder, people say Christopher Nolan, he has a very good set as well. Christopher Nolan is real direct, but Christopher Nolan has a good set and people like to work with Christopher Nolan. If you create a good work environment, people are going to see that, they're going to respect that, they're going to work with you. That's why when it comes down to certain directors, I would say this, like Josh Whedon. Josh Whedon has people that like him, but he has more negative than he does positive when it comes down to the workplace. So a lot of people are not going to want to work with him to the opposed of working with other people that have a very good, how should I say, resume at the workplace. If you have, if 98 to 99% of people that you work with say that you're fantastic to work with, you can't deny that. I mean, that's something you cannot deny. So
I just retweeted somebody today who had a list. I can't remember. I wish I could remember who did it. I'd have to find it. But somebody today posted literally a thread. They posted an entire thread themselves of like all these people over all of Zack Snyder's movies and everybody who's ever worked with Zack Snyder talking about what a wonderful experience it was to work, like real heartfelt stuff, not like the cheesy, oh yeah, it was great to work with, like talking about his integrity, talking about what kind of person he is and all this stuff. And it just went down the list, all these people, and it showed video after video after video, had links, and it showed them and then their comments and stuff like actually typed out. And that's the kind of person you want to work with anyways. I think that we're about to see really a revolution in Hollywood of people holding people accountable and not allowing the same old, tropes that have been there for decades to continue.
I agree. And
I believe we're on the cusp of that right now.
Well, Kabari, you actually added the conversation, so I appreciate it. Where's Jason?
Kabari always
now,
and Ben to back up his argument.
Being said with that, and okay, you have to look at the art of business and situations that they're in right now.
They're not directly
Now-
affected.
now-
They shouldn't comment. I don't think.
Okay, so what he's saying is that what about Gal and everybody else? You have to remember they were all on the same set, so everybody's personality is different. I'm gonna tell you this: Ben Affleck knows what went down. He didn't have to say shit. We can look at his face and see what's going down. Gal is not going to say too nothing because she's a little bit more reserved.
Well,
She's not
they'll
really
attack. They'll attack Ben if he comes out because they're like, "Oh, we'll go. You were drinking and almost going to rehab."
Yeah.
They'll say some shit like that. But the only person I know that don't give a fuck and that will say something is
Momoa.
Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
Jason
yeah.
Momoa ain't gonna give a
Heck
fuck.
yeah.
He gonna say something. Henry Cavill is not gonna say nothing. You got to go by their personalities. It's
Right.
not saying that they didn't experience the same experience that Ray had.
Henry
You have to
Cavill's
go by
trying
the
to get back as
personality.
Superman. He's not going to risk that either. Even besides,
Right. At this,
Like once people are out and about, like once this, if Ray Fisher comes to the forefront with some diehard like evidence and some stuff and it's the right time, right? See, the thing is he's building it up so that when it's the right time, he's going to have the support. He's going to have people in his corner, and he's going to have fans in his corner as well. They're going to understand. They're going to understand what he's trying to do. This, but like you said there, Prime, like you got to have it to be the right time, and right now is not the right time for some of these people to come forward because right now there's not. It's just not the right time yet.
Right.
These people are waiting. Like you said, Henry Cavill, he's trying to get back in as Superman. Why would he go attacking the studio? Jason Momoa is the type of guy, he just don't care. So when the time comes out, man, Jason Momoa is going to go to bat for him. I guarantee you.
Oh yeah, but Jason Momoa knows he's one of their golden gooses. He ain't going nowhere.
Nope.
Same thing. But Gal can say some stuff too. She's probably out of all of them, the top out of all of them, if you really want to think about it. But she's more reserved. So she's not going to say too much. The next person is Ezra Miller. He ain't gonna say shit anyway.
Not right now because he's got all that stuff already against him that they're trying to be quiet.
Right. So he gonna stay quiet. He ain't gonna say shit. He don't even have social media anyway. So the only and like
probably
Ray
for the
Fisher
best
said,
based on his behavior.
right? And like Ray
Outside
Fisher
bars.
said, if everyone that watched his podcast at Justice Con, the man has nothing to lose. He's a man about integrity. He has nothing to lose. He's about truth. I respect that. See, people are not going to say his stuff where he pinpointed in his interview that he doesn't have nothing to hold him back. He's by himself. He don't have any kids. He don't have a wife. Yeah. He don't have nobody to support him.
That's dangerous.
You know what I'm saying? That's dangerous right there.
Yeah.
A person that has something to lose is going to keep their mouth shut because they know they have something they have to take care of. For instance, we are pretty much on this panel, we have children. Pretty much everybody, either you're married,
dogs.
Okay, or dogs, or whatever which one that you have, or something that you're taking care of and you got responsibility for. You're not trying to jeopardize it to mess that up because you have responsibilities.
Exactly.
Ray don't have those responsibilities like that. He just have himself. And
it came
down to it, right? No. If it came down to it, and I understand that, if it came down to it, and he has family and he has people to back him up, they will have his back. They're not gonna let him be out in the street. But it's about his integrity. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing, exactly. And there's nothing wrong or weak or non-supportive about knowing that what you have to take care of. And doing what you have to do to take, because look, my family is number one. Look, if somebody wants to mess with my family or whatever, look, that's going to be the first those are going to be the first people that I go to protecting and making sure that they're safe. If it means my channel, if it means whatever else, my family is my priority. Everything else is icing. Everything else is fun stuff that I do and I enjoy it. But if I'm not taking care of my family, then I'm not a good parent. I'm not a good husband. I'm not a good person.
And so the thing is, man.
Exactly. And so the thing is there's nothing wrong with backing down to something or keeping your mouth shut about something or yielding.
Not
like
backing down. It's yielding.
I like that. I like that. Like I love that. I love that. That's a perfect word for it. Is being what you have to be to do it. There is nothing wrong with that. Is admirable. Knowing when to fight and knowing when not to fight. And people will take that for weakness. people will say, oh, well, you should still do this. You're not standing up for what's right, blah, blah, blah. But look, the reality is that some people don't understand that conversation and having a verbal dispute is not World War III and that we're going to come to fists over it. You know what I mean? Like some people feel like, oh, you disrespected me. All of a sudden, that I'm going to come after you. And that's bullcrap. So you just gotta realize that. And like I said, but when you talk about Ray Fisher made it very clear. Like, look, I don't need to back down to anybody. He said at Justice Con, he said, because as long as I'm able to pay my bills, he says, as long as I'm able to put a roof over my head and food in my mouth, I'm not doing anything that compromises what I believe or what I feel. And he doesn't have to back down for anybody else around him because it's just him.
Yep.
And really, if you want to think about it, and then I got to go because I got to get ready to start my show. But I would like to just say,
oh yeah,
this reminds me of what a superhero does. The reason why Clark Kent puts on the glasses, the reason why Bruce Wayne has his persona, the reason why these guys have these other personas is why, so they can fight crime out in the open, yet still be able to protect the ones that they love. Right? Because of people like Martha, because of Lois.
Oh yeah, you got 5 minutes to your show.
Yeah, I said it back for 12:30. So
I had all these movie topics too. We're gonna have to go like 5 minutes of fire.
Well, guys, I'm gonna go make a cup of coffee because I'm not going all night either. I got to get up in the morning. Phobic.
You're drinking.
I gotta get up in the morning. All
right, so go live and then we'll jump over. We'll wait till you're live.
All right, sounds good, guys. All right, we'll see you in just a few minutes.
All right, so let's go through the other topics real quick in
speed round.
Yeah, Ryan, I'm glad you're here. Let me see.
What's up, Ryan?
What's going on, Prime? How you doing, man?
Any updates on this or hope for Carl Urban to come back as Dredd? Yes,
he's great. He's great, man. I love Dredd.
Is that Sylvester? No, that ain't Sylvester.
No, that ain't Sylvester. Get out of here with that.
Over the years, Dredd has become something of a cult classic, but the film didn't exactly impress at the box office. The chances of a sequel are rather slim. That said, it's possible that Judge Dredd could return in Judge Dredd Mega City 1, a TV series which has been in development for years. Mm-hmm. And it says that the scripts are ready and everything that they're going to, I mean, let's make this happen. What can I do? What subscription service can I sign up to see this series? Where
probably going to be on Amazon. I wouldn't be surprised if they put it on Amazon because now Amazon is scrapping for content right now. I mean, Amazon is doing what they do, but they're still looking for exclusive content for their channel.
Certainly,
for their platform. They're going to still be afloat with all the new stuff. Of course, they got Hunters. That's great. Of course, you got Boys. That's good. They got
Hunters
stuff
is good?
Yeah, Hunters is good. Oh yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't hear anything about it. I heard it was coming out, and then no one talked about it. So I was like, okay,
that's because it's on Amazon. A lot of people just don't. I have Amazon. Well, of course, I got Amazon because I get that stuff for free. But yeah, that's because I work for Amazon as well.
Hey, Zod Rider.
Hey.
Glad to have you back. We're about 5 minutes away from Enosh's channel.
Oh wow! You know what? I was on Sill. I just got off of. We just got done with Sill's little coffee talk stream.
Coffee at night.
Ryan, we missed you over there. It was all the 4 nerds but you.
Oh, well, I didn't get a link, so we're good.
What's up with that?
I don't know, man. I got blackballed. Now I'll be hanging with Sill tomorrow, so we're good. We're good.
Oh no, trouble in the 4 nerds.
Trouble in
No.
Exclusive.
I really wanted to come on here and drop my 2 cents on the whole Geoff Johns being banned from Fandome. And I kind of feel like he's out. I think he's done.
I think Prime disagrees.
I haven't heard this.
Okay. All right. We'll forget the other movie topics. Let's get back to the main topic before we go to Ultimate Enash's channel.
Enash.
I think it has something to do with the reason they split up. There's like whenever you're doing speculate, it's good to see all angles. I think it's a little bit of everything. The schedule was packed. People aren't going to be able to catch everything. There might have been a major project reveal that they haven't ironed out all the details, and you can't announce it first Because guess what? You got those Snyder Cut fans that are going to demand it once you. We're keeping WB to their word now. Not like in the past, they announced projects that never came to fruition. After the Snyder Cut's official, you announce it. We want it. We're demanding it.
Exactly.
So it could be a little bit of that. And it's to me, my speculation, and I'm giving a shout out to Matthew at Lightcast when I was on his channel. He's like, right before Fandome starts, don't you see that they're going to reevaluate Johns' panels? I'm like, I don't know. And then I was like, this is the easiest way to spin it is, we gotta do 2 days of content, and then he's not on the panel this weekend. I don't think that unless he's in Titans.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, is he not? Don't they have a Stargirl panel? I mean,
but that's not
going to be in September. See,
so that gives them time to evaluate how they're going to handle it. I like Prime's viewpoint, but he kind of disagrees.
His Green Lantern property has also been pushed as well.
I kind of feel like maybe that's the reason why. Do you think it goes even deeper, and that could be one of the reasons why they pushed those other panels into September?
It gives them time to evaluate.
Because they have to reevaluate. They have to reevaluate a lot lot of things, so they're pushing,
or at least do an investigation. That might give them a little bit more time.
That's not why they changed it. They changed it because of the feedback. It's on the DC website. You can go and look at their DC website.
Well, I mean, I know that's the official reason. I know that's what they posted as the.
We like to speculate,
reason, I'm just
speculating other reasons. Yeah, because it's like I said, it was just a lot of people that were saying there was no way that they can actually cram every single thing into 24 hours.
Right, and Prime, you got to think too that it's going to bog down their servers too, because it's because they're going to have so many people on it that it's going to be amazing.
It's crazy. And then the stuff that they added, if y'all go back into it, they added some stuff and then they took some stuff out. Like I know a lot of people was anticipating the Superman Man of Tomorrow premiere. They took that off.
Oh, they did. Oh, wow.
They did it, but it makes sense though. It makes a lot of sense because what's going to happen is people are going to record it. So with them recording it, they're going to have it for free. That means ain't nobody going to buy it.
Right. What about the Deathstroke? Are they still doing that one, or did they take that one off?
No, they took that off too. They're just going to do the panel.
I've already seen it.
Even outside of our YouTube bubble, Fandome is trending on Twitter and everything. It's people. People are looking at.
It's huge.
They're looking more at this than Comic-Con. It's more relevant than Comic-Con this year.
Yeah.
So I disagree. Phobic.
Well, it's like Comic-Con did that to themselves. They just didn't have nothing.
Part of it was DC pulled out. They're like, no, we're doing our own thing.
Right, and Marvel really had nothing, so it was just kind of like,
man, Marvel is not going to have anything for a while until the only thing that Marvel got right now, in my estimation,
they got the
New Mutants.
No, Marvel has that other one, right? The fuck was it? The one with Vision. And
WandaVision.
There you go. I mean, they already shot it, right?
You're right. That may have something that might be.
It's just sitting. They also have that the Black Widow movie that's just sitting, collecting dust.
I forgot about Black Widow. Damn, that's how long it's been. I forgot all about it.
I think that's going to end up on. That's going to end up on Disney Plus too. You watch after this Mulan experiment is mildly successful. They're gonna do the same thing with Black Widow.
There's gonna be so many people buying that Mulan thing for the little girls, man.
I'm the little girl just to keep watch it.
Yeah, you're the little girl that's gonna watch it. So, but I mean, dude. I mean, come on. Yeah, that's the TV. The TV is the babysitter. The TV is gonna pacify the children. So of course they're gonna buy that.
Amen to that. Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, whatever to each his own. I mean, I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it either. I wouldn't
No, I'm looking forward. My wife's like, I'm looking forward to it. We're still not going to the theaters.
You look forward to it when it's free.
I'm gonna have I'll pay for it.
Well, that's my question. That's my question. Are they gonna just do the Mulan thing as like a theatrical window, and then it's gonna be
Disney changed the game. They'll hold Universal hold my beer. They're like, well, you do a 2-week window before you do VOD. We're doing same day. And then that's why the France theater owners started going crazy on a Mulan. He beat the hell out of a Mulan promotion thing.
I would say this, even though they didn't put Mulan in theaters in the States, they got Mulan in the theaters in China. So with it being in China, it's going to make a profit over there. But for them to make at least a substantial profit on Disney Plus, you got to remember, you're going to have those diehards. They're going to pay for it. So what it is. So whatever profit that they make from it.
24-hour repeat over in China, you know.
Yeah, they're gonna make their money over there in China. They're gonna make a profit. They're gonna make a hell of a profit over there. But over here, ain't nobody gonna spend no $30 all like that for that shit. I know I ain't. I wasn't. There are gonna be some people that will, but
the people who live in Wuhan get it for free.
Cobra Kai's third, since Enash is getting coffee still. Cobra Kai's third season wrapped before COVID production shut down. That's a good thing.
That's good news.
This show is going to blow up.
I love that show so much.
You don't have to have YouTube.
You know what? I was going to check it out. How is it, Zod? Is it?
Oh, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. If you like the original Karate Kid movies, this series is fantastic.
Oh, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out.
It's the way when they were doing the High School Musical
fight, when they were doing the High School Musical fight, you still like that?
Oh, I didn't like that.
Oh, I didn't mind, dude. You know why? You know why? Because it's so the whole thing feels organic from the movies. I mean,
I love the concept. I love what's his name? Ralph Macchio's interaction with this guy here. You know, I mean, this
is going to blow up even
shift of Macchio being the bully or the bad guy or whatever. You know, I like that sort of interaction.
This is going to be trending.
That's cool.
Yeah. It was and that was cool. But some of the teenager stuff, like that one guy, the old guy that hangs out with all the kids, that's kind of creepy. He's like partying and drinking with them and shit, and that's weird.
Realistic though.
That old the old overweight nerd, just kind of like with them, like with teenagers.
Oh yeah, it's a. But you got to remember this is right. You got to remember the thing about this show, Ryan, is that it's got those 1980s sensibilities. It's not trying to adhere to a lot of the social mores that are existing in today's world. It's trying to piggyback off of the 1980s nostalgia and recapture that in a bottle for the series. So that's why a lot of the fights are over the top and a lot of the stuff you're seeing is over the top. It's all because of that 80s thing. They want to recapture that. I think that works for the show.
Okay. Well, I like all the adults and their interactions, and of course, I grew up with them. But the children, man, it just reminds me of Teen Wolf, man.
Come on, you gotta have something for the kids, Ryan. You got kids.
I do have kids.
Yeah,
they like the Cobra Kai show. They also think that the High School Musical fight scene was ridiculous.
Yeah, I didn't like that one.
I mean,
everything else was great.
Yeah, we like the show overall. We like, but I mean, in every review I do, I always pick out the bad, the good, and then the overall. So nothing is devoid from bad.
Okay, Kavari, you're just trolling now. You just want me to select this. Okay, whatever you say, brother. What do you want me to? Snyder fans aren't real. No.
Now who's?
I didn't. Yeah, don't be gatekeeping.
That's not true. That's not true, Kavari. I've been a DC fan all my life. I was a DC fan before I even knew who Zack Snyder was.
Yeah.
So how can you say that Zack Snyder fans aren't real DC fans?
He just wants me to highlight it and get a.
It's a
trap.
That's the typical. You know what though? That's the typical Snyder hater response. Snyder haters always say things like that. It's like how do you? It's like they like to lump
attention, man.
People into a specific group. It's so crazy.
Wide net and hopefully some.
Oh yeah.
All right. Yeah. Exactly. I don't want to block Kavari though. He's kind of funny.
No,
it makes me laugh.
It's fine. My thing is it's fine. You have your opinion. He has a right to be wrong, just like everybody else. It's cool.
Yeah,
it's like anybody who likes The Last Jedi. or Rise of Skywalker, or the Force Awakens.
They're not real Star Wars fans. Is that what you're saying?
Oh boy.
All right, well,
bad taste.
Here's my girl Grace, the most relevant movie pundit in the game. Okay, checked with my sources, and here's some trailer tea, which Baby Yoda is sipping down below. Mandalorian season 2 trailer is indeed coming out tomorrow during the NBA game, and Dune trailer is coming out next week.
Oh wow!
So get your trailer reactions ready.
There.
Well, if that doesn't happen, Grace.
Hot take.
Go off, Grace. It doesn't happen.
I think Enosh is playing dress up now.
What the heck, Enosh? I'm trying to. He's ready to go. All right, let's go smash the hell out of his channel. Thanks for watching. And Zod Rider, if you want to be on Enosh's channel, he puts the link in the chat for everyone to jump.
Oh, okay. I'll jump over there. Cool.
Okay, so let's all thank you, Prime Time, Master of Madness, Zod Rider, and Ryan. Ryan didn't even get hot today. It was pretty mild.
No, I was pretty mild.
I loved you. I loved how you were on the show yesterday.
Oh yeah,
I got a chance to listen to it today while I was working, and you were on fire. You were on fire. I loved it. I was like, that's what I'm talking about, Ryan. Yes,
the Mad Ryan show. I was like, oh,
Mad Ryan show. Yes, that's what's up.
Are you covering that in deep thoughts?
Open at the mouth.
All right, let's go over to Enash's channel. Bye, everyone. Go support Enash.
Enash.